like to write a song from scratch with me? It is day 27 of our 30-day songwriting challenge. 27, we have no prospects, we have no money, we are frightened. Here's my outfit of the day. They're giving off two different aesthetics, and I'm not sure which aesthetic I want to go for. I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday went pretty well. I really liked the song I made yesterday. It's weird. I feel like we're nearing the end of the challenge, but I feel like I'm really just starting to hit my stride in making good music. I don't want to like call anything down or make anything so or not so, but that's just kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. I think I'm making one of those lo-fi chill beats to study to songs, which don't usually have vocals over them. We'll see what happens. I finished the lyrics and I finished pretty much all of the composition arranging. I didn't end up making a lo-fi song. It just didn't work out like that. Writing this one was kind of difficult. I won't cap with you. Didn't really have much inspiration for lyrics, but I ended up writing it about when you want to do everything, have every hobby, learn every subject about anything that has ever existed, and you just don't. Y'all, so when I first started writing these lyrics, I didn't know what I was writing about. I was just writing stuff down that I was like, oh, I kind of like the way this word sounds with the melody. I like the way this word sounds. And never got to a subject, never got to a topic, never arrived at a cohesive main topic. And so eventually I had to close the thing out and just go back to my DAW and just keep messing with the composition because I just had literally nothing. So right here is when I came back to it. After trying to think of what is an emotion that I've been feeling even in the smallest sense. And I recalled the video I had just seen when I had lunch about managing different hobbies and interests. And I was reflecting on how many different hobbies I've picked up and dropped over the years and how many different ambitions I have. Some of which are well within reach, some of which are definitely not. And so I just wrote about that hobbyist ADHD thing. Which this song reminds me of a different song I wrote earlier in the challenge, but that had a sadder overtone. This one has a bit of a humor aspect to it. Like the line, "You can buy houses in Italy for $1." Which is true, but it's also really funny. And I think a lot of people were like, oh my god, I should move to Italy. Houses are only $1. And I'm just always kind of proud of myself when I write a funny line rather than a depressing one. Also the swimming in the Seine line, I was kind of proud of that one too. But overall, most of the song it's not very deep. It's just a little something I feel from time to time, and I think it's relatable to quite a few people. Okay, I finished recording. Now I gotta put this mug together, and then I'll have a song. Finished recording. I hate recording because it's so hot in my room by the time I get around to it. And I have to turn my air conditioner off, and it gets super hot. And we're back. So we're gonna do this rather quickly, because there's not much to it. Here's the main piano. As you can see, it's very, very simple. It just sounds like this. This is the bass piano, which is just the same notes as the other melody. The ambient piano. And the sound effects is literally just this. The reason I added those sound effects in the first place is because I was supposed to do a lo-fi chill beats to study to type of song, but then at some point it just changed. I broke up the notes on the ambient piano like this because I wanted
to give it a little bit of what sounded like a heartbeat and just give the song a bit more movement. The other two pianos are mostly stagnant. If you're wondering about the sounds, the main piano is the grand from Labs with the dynamics turned down. The bass piano is the same thing. The ambient piano is the glass piano under Anthem. For the sound effects, we have Foghorn, the engine room. For the mixing, I turned the reverb down in the VST, so it's all the way down, and just use the mixer reverb, which I found gives the instrument a cleaner sound. When you have the reverb on the VST and the mixer, it's really kind of ringy and muddy sounding, but like this, it's really, really nice. The small studio reverb for both the main piano and the bass piano. For the ambient piano, I preferred the reverb that came with the VST, but I wanted to give it some more width. I wanted to sound a bit more open, so I turned the wet down a whole lot and brought the dry up, so it would still be in the bowl, but it wouldn't ring as much. And for the EQ, this kind of brought the sound a little bit forward. I'm still learning about EQ, but I liked what it did. This is just for the sound effects, that engine sound. All this really did was quiet it down a little bit. I just have a little bit of reverb on it so it'll match the rest of the instruments. For my vocals, I have reverb quite up, far, and the wet up kind of far. And for the backing vocals, which that doubling effect that you hear a few times throughout the song, that has a parametric EQ, the vocal preset, and not as much reverb on it because it's not as important as the main vocal. I also have a limiter on the main vocal because for whatever reason I keep forgetting to turn the gain down on my microphone, so I always have to put the limiter on it so it won't hurt your ears. Not that I'm screaming or anything, it's just I'm too close to the mic with the gain too far up. So if you're ever wondering how to fade out a song, this is what you do. So you take the section you want to fade out, so I'm doing this just after the vocal ends. Go on to the master track because we want to fade out the entire song, the master song. So we gotta go to the fader track. Right click the volume knob, hit create automation clip, pencil tool, and then just drag it all the way down and it'll fade out. Alright, if you have any questions as to why I did something or why I didn't do something, or if you have any suggestions as to how I can improve, feel free to drop them in the comments.
So I'm done for the day. I finished this song. I still gotta edit the videos, but yeah, I enjoyed this song. I had a lot of trouble getting inspiration, but once I found it, I got it. I always struggle with wanting to do and be every single thing on earth, so this song, it kind of hits home. It will be linked in the caption as per usual. If you like it, or if you like this video or any of my other content, give it a like. If you know somebody else who's also like this, share it with them. And if you want to see more, hit that follow button, bro. Alright. Good night. See you tomorrow.